Greetings, wild ones, wildlings, and indigo brothers and sisters. Welcome to my real life. And I'm just waiting to pick up my son from school again in the car. And it's a good time to do a video. So I just wanted to talk about how hard it is when you wake up to the reality of this world, and you realise that everyone, like I still live in suburbia, I'm in like Middle Earth, and it's very conservative where I live. I'm in suburbia, and you know, I'm just a housewife married with kids, but I've done blood over intent, so is my husband, and also I have woken up spiritually before I did that on so many other levels. And it's a real struggle when you're living in an environment where it would seem that you're the only one that's woken up. You're the only one who gets it. Like my husband gets depressed because when he goes out to the shop or wherever and has to deal with so-called normal people, it's so depressing because all they want to talk about is Dancing with the Stars, like some stupid show on TV. That's all that's important to these people, or sports. And when you're on another completely different level, it's really hard to deal with. Like, he comes home and says they're all like, it's like they're all sheeple, they're all zombies, it's like dealing with the dead, and you can't even talk to these people about things that matter because it's so beyond them. It's so beyond them. They would just look at you like you start raving mad, you know, you're like an alien from another planet. It wouldn't even sink in, and I do wonder if it's because they're so toxic with all the shit food that they eat, all the crap that they consume, not just in their diet but mentally as well, with the TV and all the bullshit shows that they watch. If they're not just totally dumbed down, brainwashed zombies, and they really are like the living dead. And like we only live in suburbia because of our kids, because we have to send them to good schools and good areas. But this is what you're faced with. Like, you just don't even want to have anything to do with these people because you think you're so beyond their level. It's like my kids would be more intelligent, honestly, and more awake and more aware than half of the adults that we have to deal with daily. But we try to minimise our contact with people now since waking up. And I'm not sure if it was blood over intent that did it. I think it might have been for my husband, because there's still a lot of stuff he doesn't get, and he's very stubborn. He won't get it. Flat Earthers one, he does not get that at all. He still wants to believe in the ball. But he's awake on so many other levels. And I actually think I'm moving away from the flat earth model anyway. And I've been watching a channel called Neo Glimmer, and he's moved away from the flat model. He's more along the lines that I've gone to now, where I think everything's vibration, because I do mantras and everything is vibration. The reason these mantras work is because they're dealing with sound, which is vibration. Now, if you look at water, who's that scientist or doctor, Japanese one, Emoto, who used to do experiments on water, and they would, with certain words like gratitude and love, they would form beautiful geometric shapes. That sound vibration affecting water turns into geometry, which is also numbers. It's linked with numbers. Everything's linked with numbers and numerology and geometria. And when you realise that, then the earth is vibration. It's formed by sound. So if the earth is formed by sound and everything on it is formed by vibration and sound, then that could change the whole concept and shape of the earth, like literally. So yeah, I'm rethinking flat earth again. Like, no one really knows the truth, do they? And if you run around saying I know the truth and you really don't, it's like you're just another fanatic, aren't you, really? So I mean, all this stuff can get quite confusing at the end of the day. But yeah, I was actually really surprised at how waking up could make one quite depressed when you suddenly realise you're like the only one or two people who get it, the only ones who are awake in, like, maybe a neighbourhood like I live in, and you go out and you just can't connect, you can't relate to 99% of all the people out there after that. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing now. I really don't. It's hard to tell, because if it causes depression because you get so frustrated that no one else gets the big picture, no one else cares, no one thinks that far. It is literally like they are brain dead. And that's why I like YouTube and I like my channel, because it does give you an opportunity to connect with like-minded people and share your thoughts with like-minded people that we or I couldn't connect with here in Middle Earth. And I'm not going to say we're Middle Earthers. I just want smart people to work out where Middle Earth is. It's not in America, by the way. This is not an American accent, and I am so far from a Hollywood housewife, it's ridiculous. That is some funny shit right there, really funny. Anyway, I don't know if anyone gets this, if anyone has the same problems after waking up, if anyone has noticed changes since they did blood over intent, if they suddenly started thinking differently and seeing the world in a different way like we have. Leave a comment below, and stay wild, stay awesome, and have fun. and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.